today. I'm here to talk about your archives and how it's going to be over time. It's a lot of things to consider with time. First-time users, first-time ingests, first-time failed preservation processes, and a beta version, which sounds like a second your archives. Now this is an interesting illustration. This is an early image of the record life cycle. You can see, it's sort of a tree of knowledge thing. It was developed by the monks at the monastery of Cluny, and it eventually draws information from many sources and processes it through a authenticity and reliability machine to a digital dissemination information packet that you can see on the outsides of the branches over there. So what is the original indeed? Since we're talking about time, it's obviously the first thing that happened. I'm guessing this is a built slide, so it's also a master. What is the original master? Yeah, okay, I just lost my pace there for a second. So the first original recording of a completed work, reading the slide, very bad form. But much more interesting are the copies that come afterwards, because from that point you can start measuring time, whether that's for paper files or digital files. Curiously, copies are less noticeable with digital files, possibly because, and this is definitely a copy, I think, of something or another. I don't think those are the original kids on the block. So what that would mean is the master kids on the block are somewhere else. These would be the copy kids on the block. And the original, the master kids on the block, expired in an unfortunate accident for inhaling too much vinegar syndrome.
It's nitrate.
Nitrate. Nitrate, not vinegar. Oh, it smells like vinegar, but it is nitrate. Thank you very much. Right, and there was a tragic accident when the fire department came to try and rescue them. So this is, of course, the debate on whether records can be well-formed or whether they just, all things recorded are records. There's no real way to resolve this except rolling up your sleeve in a manly setting. This is back in the day, in the late 19th century, as you can see, when archiving was a man's profession and there were so many women around. Now, I'm not sure how this fits in with the time, the life cycle. You can assume that these are masters, I think, originals, because they're in cabinets. So they would have been placed there by the people who created them originally. If they were copies, they would have either been thrown away or stored better, possibly digitized. But these are probably the masters of a digitization program. And this is a detail, as you can see, from the William Sawyer family phone. It shows the passage of time on that attractive wall. And how am I doing for time? Here we go. Yeah, I haven't heard a buzzer yet. So here's the code. This is, I think, the normalization process from the early days to 2010. Evelyn's discussion is represented now by a triangle, a plus sign, and a circle. And but that hasn't always been the normalization process, and you can assume, given the process, given the illustration, that we will have different normalization techniques over time. The DuPont film stock from 56 to 74 is a unique kind of characteristic. They actually used a sort of alphanumeric coding. They had an archivist working for them at that time. Now, can't the EDRMS act as a digital archive? So you can see how that could follow on from what I've been talking about up to now. It seems a very straightforward diagram. It's just got a single arrow in it. It looks, it would sell. This thing would sell. This would work if it could. But we're not sure, because digital archives and active documents, the two combined, then you lose your time differential. When's the master? When's the original? What is active and inactive if it's all in one barrel? How do you sort those out? Active referral. This one has me. Accept and tech refer. Okay. This is a misnomer. I over that. But here clearly is where you the answer for that. Michael Gurley developed this slide set for presentation as part of the ACA's outreach session for newcomers to the archives, and everyone is eligible.
That's a violation of my privacy.
All right, so I think it's not what it looks like. First, I want to put that out there. It actually is from a digital preservation initiative that happened in BC, where so many are happening now. He isn't trying to cut that large rock, in fact, but he was I would say, doing that technical selection, technical appraisal for ingest of records. And there's no free lunch. I think that probably wraps it up.